Yo, what's going on, guys? Jivan back with another video, and today we are diving into detail on the sliding mechanic. I've been experimenting with it like crazy and have found a lot of great uses for it. In this video, we'll be seeing examples of moves that I found out with the sliding mechanic, ways to practice the sliding mechanic, and then some clips that I've hit with it at the end. Timestamps in the description. Don't forget to use code JivanTV and check out the merch. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I recommend is go into your controller settings and changing the hold slide time all the way down to 0.1. Even on keyboard and mouse, this makes it so there's less delay with your sliding. The first thing that I practiced when learning the sliding mechanic was first just editing through a wall while building a floor beneath you. Good starting point. After that, I got a bit more into edit course type plays like you're seeing here. I've noticed that doing this is a really sneaky way to take somebody's top really quickly and edit down on them. Along similar lines, if you notice somebody's back wall is open, sliding over top of their box really quickly to claim it works really well. This is another good thing to practice, just jumping off a cone while sliding. It pushes you up a layer and you can continue sliding. This could definitely be useful in a lot of situations. You can also slide to try to predict somebody's movement in a certain direction and get them cut off. The thing about sliding is it gives you a slight boost when you initiate the slide. You slow down throughout the slide if you're going on a level platform, but initially it gives you a little boost. So it can help making quick piece control plays like this. We can also tunnel while sliding. Pretty much any form of tunneling you can do it in the slide form too. So if you slide just normally next to somebody, you don't go as fast, but when you're tunneling while sliding, you do go a little bit faster. The reason is your character doesn't slow down when you turn to place those side builds. You're sliding straight forward in one direction while building all around you, and you don't lose your momentum. So if you press the crouch button while you're in the air, you will slide when you land. This is a good example of how that can be useful. When you do a side jump, you can land into a slide. This is just one example of how sliding will advance build fighting. I'll have a lot more on that when I have more time to experiment. So Raider posted a Twitter clip of him doing this phase trick. Shout out to you, Raider, you're always ahead of the meta, bro. The way you do this while sliding is you have to time the slide so you're like mid animation to getting into the slide when you place the ramp in their box. Watch this in slow-mo and work on the timing. The reason this is better than the original phase trick is because you never lose your momentum forward when placing the ramp. It's like you're full sprinting at it and a ramp just goes in. And then using that same exact timing method, you time the crouch right as you're hitting the wall. You can just run straight through boxes. Right as you start the slide, you have to be hitting that wall. Now, I had been trying this for a while, and then one of the times I just literally slid straight behind the enemy. Not sure why, but I'm gonna keep toying with that to see if I can get that down. But anyways, as you can see, there's so many different ways to use the sliding mechanic. Now, a lot of people thought that you couldn't use the sliding mechanic in creative. The trick is the setting has to be enabled in your creative map settings. So if you have a 1v1 map, I would recommend updating it so that the sliding is available. So now, how do I recommend you get better at sliding? The first thing you could try doing is taking all those moves that I just showed you and going into a creative map, practicing them one by one. That's one way. Another way is doing a lot of free building while sliding. Just sliding whenever you can in your free builds to try to gain comfort pressing that slide button during your build fights. I personally had to switch around my keybinds a little bit. I put slide on shift rather than C. That way I never have to take my fingers off my movement keys. Another thing obviously is doing a lot of 1v1s with sliding enabled. I've been doing a lot of 1v1s to get used to the new weapons, but during those 1v1s, I'm sliding non-stop. Just when I'm going upwards, slide. When I'm going downwards, slide all the time. I've gotten pretty used to it doing that. And then another way is using Raider's piece control maps like you've been seeing on screen. He enabled sliding in like all of his maps, I'm pretty sure, and he has a 1v1 map with the new guns and sliding, so I've heard. Last thing is he's probably going to be releasing a sliding mechanical map, you know him. That'll definitely be out soon. I don't want to speak for him, but I'm just assuming. So now we're just going to check out some of these clips that I've hit with the sliding mechanic. Some of them are in arena, but most of them are in creative. Stay tuned for future sliding videos. Just an FYI, this was made in 2 days of the new season coming out, so there's still a lot to discover. Don't forget to hit that like button, sub if you're new, use code JivanTV, and enjoy these highlights.
No!
It's not working. Oh. I don't know. I wish they had separate keybinds. Oh, I didn't slide. Why didn't I slide? Oh no. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my. No. No.
On my part, thank you.